Hey there, sweetness. How goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. If there's anything that is connected to this collective that is beautiful, I invite you to take that ish with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's all right. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective, and you should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Collective messages. Welcome, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get them likes up on your way into the video. Also, check to make sure that you are a subscriber, a homie, true and through. Much love, thanks, and appreciation to those that have and do. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance. Please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always and always. Thank you. One big stoner excuse me for any and all coughs, and let's get into it, shall we? Something about a substance being stopped. For some, I'm getting a message of like sobriety, clean dates, things like that. I just hit my 9-year clean from H. I'll say that. I don't know what I am, and I'm not allowed to say on YouTube without getting in trouble. But 9 years free and clear of that poison, so I definitely understand the energy of substances being stopped. For anyone that applies to, congratulations, because it's no easy feat. All right. Do a little bit more smoke cleansing around here, and then we're going to get into some cards. There's an energy of laying the past to rest so the future has a chance to awaken. I fucking love that. It's an energy of believing in what comes next. It feels beautiful. It feels hopeful. It feels exciting. It feels comforting. It feels. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. Thankful to see you guys here. Thank you for getting the likes up. I hope all the homies are doing well. All right. I think we're going to start off with the true emotional. Let's just jump right in with that and see what we got. Messages for the collective, please. What do the homies need to know today? I feel like you guys need to know that we are closer and closer and closer to 500 subscribers today. If you don't know, when we hit 500, this channel gets monetized. That means I start making money for what I've been doing here, which is, again, no easy feat, but it's exciting as fuck. Messages for the collective. Thank you. Something about a goodbye. What is this goodbye? Goodbye to what? Goodbye to who? I just heard goodbye to when. Something about the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. New era. New era. Something about support. Something about creativity. An era of being supported in your creative endeavors, potentially. All right. Saying goodbye to a feeling of being unsupported. I'm getting something about walking and floating on air. Sometimes get that feeling of I'm walking on air, I'm floating on air because there's nothing beneath me. And it's just not a good feeling. It's like, no support, no nothing. But then there's the energy of walking on air in a good way, like just up in the clouds. I feel like there's a switch in the energies, even though, how do I say this? Even though the energies are matching, they're different, right? They mirror each other, but they're different. There's going to be a switch in the ways. That's the best I can think to say that. A switch in the ways. Messages for the collective that we always need to hear. Drinking, toxic lifestyle, GPS, too late, trap. So goodbye. Drinking, toxic lifestyle, GPS, too late, trap. I just got a shitload of it. Energetic messages for that. All right. I'm going to read this in all the ways that I can, okay? First, cheers, dears. All right. Somebody's saying goodbye to toxic habits. Somebody's putting an end to bad choices, shitty coping skills, things like that. Moving on. Going somewhere with their lives. Finding direction. Finding purpose. Before it's too late. Someone was told it's never too late. Well, it's never too late to change. It's never too late to do this. It's never too late to do. It's never too late. That was wrong. That was falsified information. And it is too late sometimes. Sometimes it's too fucking late to make the right choice. Sometimes it's too fucking late to correct the behavior. Sometimes there's a realization of somebody understanding, like collective homies. I feel like one or multiple of you understood that no, it can be too late for something. Being told that it's never too late, that's a trap. That's a fucking trap. You sit in something with no deadline. No, well, I gotta hurry up and get out of here because it's gonna be too late to. Then you just end up sitting for longer, right? It's that type of an energy. Somebody recognized that no, time is ticking. And to think it isn't is a fucking trap. All right. Next energetic vibration with this would be somebody left somewhere, someone, somehow, some way. Somebody abandoned something. Somebody said goodbye to something. Okay? So that they could go party. So that they could go live it up. So they could go do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. And boy, did they go. They went and went and went. And it's too late for them to turn around and go back from whence they came. It is too late to fix it. But they've been telling themselves this whole time their little fucking fireball demons or whatever been whispering to them the whole time. It's not too late to go back. It's never too late. When you're all done fucking around and doing whatever you want, you can go back to what you abandoned. You just take your time and do whatever you want right now. You live it up. But that's a fucking trap, because it is too late. There is a too late. There is a too late. There is a time when time doesn't apply to this anymore, because it's already gone by on it. Clock's already fucking ticked on it. And it's a trap to think or be told or feel like time doesn't matter in this situation, because it fucking does. I just heard it always has. Also, I just started getting an energy of like teenagers growing up type vibe, like young adults coming into adulthood. For some, it's an energy of some did all their partying and hard living before they even hit 18 or 21 or whatever, but so by the time they hit that 18, 21, whatever it is to be considered the actual adult, they're already ready to make better choices. They're already ready to grow up, because they spent so much time in this stagnant shit even before they were actually adultified. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. It's like, as an example, all right? Let's bring Fuggles over. Fuggles is going to help with this example. Fuggles is 13, 14 years old, right here, right now, okay, for this example. Fuggles has had a hard life. Fuggles was abandoned by his parents, his family, his, anyone that was supposed to care about Fuggles. Before Fuggles was ever even old enough to speak, Fuggles was abandoned, okay? So that's Fuggles' thing. We'll say Fuggles has some abandonment wounds to work on. But right off the bat, Fuggles gets out there, meets all these friends and things in the neighborhood of, say he's in a group home or something because his, family abandoned him, left him. He gets out there, he meets these kids. These kids, they're all going hard. They're drinking, they're, smoking, they're doing all the things to cope with their harsh realities. And Fuggles is like, all right, man, by the time he's 14, he's a fucking alcoholic. People are like, man, Fuggles, you ain't going nowhere with your life. Look, you went downhill real fast. Somewhere in the process, Fuggles finds himself. Somewhere in the process, Fuggles finds God. God finds Fuggles. Before it's too late. A lot of people get stuck in this trap of thinking that I've already made all these shitty choices. I've already done this. I've already done that. I've already become this. I've already become that. It's too late to go anywhere else. It's too late to undo what I've already done. It's too late. Too late. Too late. Oh, it's too late. But Fuggles knew better. Fuggles knew it wasn't too late. Fuggles started making some changes before Fuggles even hit 18. 17 years old, Fuggles had to face, some pretty harsh realities. And Fuggles is like, you know what? Fuck that. I've been in these harsh realities ever since. I'm done with that. I want better. So Fuggles turns 18. On the other side of all this, it's like, man, look what I just came through. I'm not going back. But damn, this trap over here, I see some people stuck in there. I was in that before. How do I help get these people out of there without getting stuck back in it myself? I hope that made sense. All right. Moving on. I was going to just completely ignore the comment about needing Jesus. I sense some witchcraft vibes and need Jesus. I wasn't going to say nothing. What do they say? Dignify that with a fucking response. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. I got plenty of each. Feel like you're missing some. That's all we're giving it. On to the next. All right. Fuck. Let's visit Lemuria, homies. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so thankful to see you guys here. You guys are fucking awesome. You rock my toe socks. Thank you to everyone that has hit that like button. It is an immense help to the channel. Such a help. All right. Messages from Beyond Lemuria for the homies. What do the homies need to hear from Beyond Lemuria? I struggle to shuffle this deck. I'm going to try it this way. It's huge. Something about that. Struggling to do something because something's huge. Okay. This is not a kid show. But let's keep it a little appropriate, shall we, Spirit? Jesus. All right. Messages for the collective, messages for the homies. What do they need to know? I'm going to do a little bit of a ruffle shuffle, so it might get loud for a second. Watch your ears. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Root chakra, ground and center, as you have one that hit the ground, or two, actually, I think. Yep, 2 cards hit the ground. Unique gifts and Mount Shasta. Shasta. With that root chakra, ground and center. Card 2, card 55, and card 37 for any interested in the numbers. Shoot, where did I put my card holder? I don't actually know. All right, I think I can try to hold it up. Yes. I just like you guys to see the card. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to prop it up. We're going to prop it up. Hopefully y'all can see that. There's a channeled song that goes along with these cards. I See Her Different by Drew Meadows. You don't have to listen to it, but you should. Oh, you should. This card comes to speak of foundations, grounding, basic needs, survival, physical identity, responsibilities, the place where we build our lives, and time in nature. Nope. We're supposed to wait. I'm being told this one is going to be saved for last. This is the one that stayed on the table for a moment. These two are the ones that hit the floor. I'm supposed to read these because we begin and we end with that grounding root chakra. Something about starting out with foundation, starting out at center. Things fall, things drop, things get fucked up. But then they get pieced back together. They get lifted up. They get propped up. They get held up by God, by Spirit, by us, by you. And then recalibrated to a new ground, a new foundation, a new center. Okay? So, all right, I can dig it. Then I guess we're starting with unique gifts, 55. And that's all part of this unique message. So I'll take it. We have a star seer who is also a portal keeper right now, right here, listening to this reading. Maybe not right now because time is what it is, right? Somebody could be watching this reading that I'm doing live in 6 days, and you're the star seer, a star seer, a portal keeper. Okay, it's important to understand that. I don't know why I'm explaining all that. Unique gifts. This card comes to speak of your superpowers, a sense of purpose, the meaning behind your quirks, exploring your interests, shortcomings, with a quote around it, as unique undiscovered skills. I passionately believe that we all have gifts to bring to the world. If we all did what we truly excelled in and enjoyed, our talents and abilities would enable our communities and our planet to thrive. What would the world be like if each person contributed from a place of overflowing enjoyment without obligation? Where would we be if the jigsaw pieces came together for a diverse and complementary reality, free from prejudice or competition? Some of us have already discovered or remembered what we feel we are here to do. Others are still seeking or just starting to consider this idea. Your inspiration may come as a message in a vision or dream. It may be something others have recognized in you for a long time. It may come from a deep resonance with something you are yet to try. You may be concerned it will affect or transform your current lifestyle. Your gift or purpose may be something you enjoyed immensely as a child but did not bring into your adult life. I feel like it's important that I used that word in the beginning of this reading, immense. What did I say? You guys hitting the like, just hitting that thumb button is an immense help to the channel. I notice a lot of people sometimes, even I've done it myself, we don't go hit that like button because we don't think that our like counts. We're like, we're just one, other people are hitting like, other people. No, we're the one that counts. We are one that counts. Your one counts. My one counts. Then there's also this underlying tone here of 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, equals together. All the division. Back to the book. Perhaps there is an array of shoulds holding you from what you love doing. When there's enjoyment in what you do, you can give more to it, way beyond your usual capacity. It lights you up when you think or talk about it, and you need less in your life as you are fulfilled through doing it. When you don't do it, you might feel ungrounded or low in energy. I can attest to that. That's me here on this channel with these readings, with this collective. When I don't stay consistent, when I don't stay grounded in my spirituality, my art, it's like everything else is just shaky. crumbly? What's your art? What's your readings? What's your thing, babe? What's your thing? If you haven't connected with your purpose, look at your quirks and what they're telling you. You may struggle with some things because your mind works differently in these areas. All right, side note, I have to stop. The song that came on in the background, he's talking about cold beer. Somebody's like, I really like beer. I like hops. I like, barley. I like this and that. But that's, not necessarily good and healthy for, people to be drinking this and that. Okay. But there are healthy versions. So maybe it's somebody's purpose to do something like that, to create a, healthier beer. I don't know. I don't know. It's not to tell yourself, no, can't never create no beer. But it's, well, how do you create a healthy one? It's something like that, okay? Things you may have considered shortcomings might be the qualities that enable your gifts. I struggled with dyslexia, and my synesthesia is so strong that there was always a process of translation when I went outside, learned, or socialized communication. I had to decipher concepts and thoughts from luminescent abstract images that amplified the more energy there was behind them. It was quite frustrating, as I felt it made me seem unintelligent. The words I could muster felt inferior to the information I was experiencing. The time it took to translate meant much was lost, so I would often give up mid-sentence. However, this non-linear way of navigating reality was perfect for energy healing and traversing realms. When I discovered painting, these skills were even more helpful. Boom! I'm reading this from the book. I'm not talking about my experience here. I was the first time I was talking about painting, though, and I didn't realize that Izzy Ivy, the writer of this book, was going to be discussing painting as well. So I'm telling you, what's your purpose? What's your thing, babe? I then realized I could explain everything in a visual way that included the flow and color of a feeling, and somehow people all over the world seemed to understand. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Yes. The divinatory meaning. Oh, before I read that, the song in the background. For many of us, there have been these people all around us our whole fucking lives that have been like, that ain't never gonna work. You ain't never gonna, this ain't never gonna, it ain't never gonna, and just throwing doubt, seeds of doubt. But baby, it's gonna work. You're gonna work. Divinatory meaning of this card. What makes you unique? Any quirks that you feel are shortcomings could be the key to your superpowers. Look for the positive sides of your oddities and traits. How would you like to spend more time? Are there things you would like to try or feel a pull to explore? Now is the time to follow these whispers. You never know how transformational they may be. For some of you, you have medicinal properties about you. There are things that you know, even if you don't know that you know them. Crafts that need to be honed so that others can benefit from them. Sorry, my nose is getting super stuffed. I'm going to take a second and blow it. There's a message in that, actually. What I mean by that is that, I'm on camera. I'm doing a live. I'm talking. I'm trying to make a point. I don't want to sit here with a stuffed up nose that I can't breathe from or be able to talk correctly. But at the same time, who the fuck wants to blow their nose for a bunch of people to listen and hear? It's like, oh, hang on a minute. Let me go blow my nose. But let me ask you this. And this is just a little perspective, all right? Do you have a nose? Viewer, listener, person, wherever you are, do you have a nose on your face? I'm nervous. I'm worried. I'm like, I don't want to blow my nose and have people hear me do that. But I have to because it's stuffed up. So then I'm like, well, you have a nose, right? I run into a lot of people that don't blow their noses. It doesn't matter how stuffed up their noses get. It doesn't matter what they've been breathing in. It doesn't matter what's trying to come out. They won't blow their nose. Oh, that's gross. Oh, it feels weird. Oh, whatever the reason or excuse is, they don't blow their nose. And, sorry, not sorry. If this is you, then maybe you're supposed to be hearing what I'm saying. But it's not just about blowing the nose. It's about doing what it is that you fucking came here to do, that you know you're supposed to be doing, that feels correct to be doing. Don't let other people throw you off just because they're not doing it or telling you that you shouldn't be doing it or whatever. I've had people tell me, you blow your nose? That's gross. As if you just take a minute to go blow your nose. I guess that's a part of why there's this little cringe in me when I blow it, because I'm like, well, some people don't like to hear other people blow their nose. But the thing is, the people that don't like to hear people blow their nose, they have their own fucking nose that should be getting blown. Because that's what we do. We don't just suck it right up into our skull, trap it in our throats and lungs and whatever the crap. No, we're supposed to blow it out. There's particles in there that our body has trapped in this little pocket to be like, hurry up and empty this pocket out before the pocket ends up in my bloodstream. So even if you're scared that people are going to hear you blow your nose, whatever your fucking nose actually is, because I'm not just talking about a nose, blow it, baby. Fucking blow it. Because it's the ones that aren't blowing the nose. It's the ones that aren't doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing that are going to end up in pain. Don't be that guy. You don't have to. And maybe people will see you out there blowing your nose and being like, oh, look at this homie, look at this bitch. They're just blowing it with, and be like, that's how it's supposed to be. They're breathing better. They're this and that. And then they're going to start blowing their noses. Or it's like the whole holding the sneeze. When people sneeze and they plug their nose and hold it in and blow their fucking brain cells instead of just blowing the sneeze out, because that's what the body's prompting, to blow particles out of itself. People hold them in. That's not good. It's like, I'm getting oh no, that is the card we need. I'm getting kids. It's like kids watching adults to learn how to be a human, okay? And it's like 3-year-old or something like that looking up at an adult trying to figure out, what is sneezing, how does sneezing work, what is all this, allergy, this, blah, blah. And the adult constantly, when they're sneezing, plugs their nose, instead of ha-choo, okay? So the kid starts plugging their nose, and they grow up with sinus problems. They grow up with headaches. They grow up with fucking blurry vision. They grow up with all kinds of crap because they have a bunch of crap inside of their fucking head that didn't belong in there. I do get that this is kind of a weird, icky analogy, but it just is exactly what I'm getting. So, what do you want me to do about it? May there be more adults that don't hold their sneezes in so that the kids watching don't either. And again, I'm not just talking about sneezing. Or kids. All right. 37, Mount Shasta. This card comes to speak of your origins, the seeds that make you what and who you are, star beings, sacred power places, unexplained mystical phenomena, intuitive messages and downloads, dreams and visions. Aware that their entire continent would be destroyed, the Lemurians traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta has a profound connection with the Lemurian people, as it was one place they journeyed. There are many tales of multidimensional beings living inside the mountain and sightings of all kinds of unusual phenomena here. When I received the intuitive message that I would be writing and delving more deeply into the emerging theme of these cards, I had a strong vision to visit this mountain and channel a painting on it. After a range of synchronicities, I found myself there. The ambiance of this magical place cannot be denied, and the image you see on this card is what came through. Mount Shasta also seems to have a connection to star beings and portals to multiple worlds and parallel realities. On arrival at Mount Shasta town, I was involved in a Pleiadian channeling circle where I had a vision of the stars communicating with the mountain through light code, and I interconnected glowing grid lines lay over the entire earth. I have experienced these luminescent grid lines before. I've been told that I can put my hand onto them and connect my healing light with all the other lights doing their work across the planet. During my time at Mount Shasta, I came to understand there have been many UFO sightings there, and I realized how connected the Lemurians were to star beings. Further research revealed several accounts of Lemurians being of mixed origins from throughout the universe. Just for the record, the smoke cleansing that I was doing, smoking, is from a place called Origins, the herb. This place holds many stories, and I had my insights, but it felt right to keep the imagery for this card simple. I felt as if what was depicted spoke beyond the mind. I was quite perplexed at what the meaning of this card would be. I knew Mount Shasta would be an important card in the deck, but I didn't realize how significant it would be until the following was revealed. I planned to include symbols on the 10 chakra cards that would activate the chakras, but I wasn't sure how. I think it's significant that the card that I was going to read before these, but waited until after this one, is a chakra card. I said it begins and ends, the root. The creation of these cards has been a profound unfolding, and when I sought guidance, I received the message that the chakra activation codes were in this Mount Shasta painting. There was a symbol for each of the chakras, and you can find them on the bottom left-hand side of the chakra cards. This image is the seed crystal that this whole deck is based around. Damn, all right. This card is about origins. It's time to honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodlines and your etheric lineage. Do you have an affinity with any star beings? I said something about star seers and portal keepers? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and challenges. Perhaps you have a Lemurian connection. This card may also be encouraging you to visit sacred places you feel attracted to. They may have an intuitive message for you. There's something significant. I'm propping the cards up with my ink, which I just got a star or stars done last night. All right, the root chakra one, card 2. I'm gonna wet the whistle. The star. This one right here, there's a significance to this. That star was put in place to cover a scar. Damage done when I was young. Put the star there to cover up the damage, and the star was not done properly. The person that put it on there fucked it up. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, it's fucked. I'm gonna have to cover that up. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do that. My son takes one look at it and he's like, Mom, I can fix that. Fixed it. I'm keeping it. I like it. I'm happy with it. I thought it was too late to fix it, and it wasn't. I thought it was too fucked up to be fixed. It wasn't. But I did need some help doing it. There's something about that. It's a message for somebody. Something is not too fucked up to fix it. Like your origins, your roots, they're not too fucked up to fix them. That's for some. This card comes to speak of foundations, grounding, basic needs, survival, physical identity, responsibilities, the place where we build our lives, and time in nature. This image speaks of finding home within yourself, a sense of deep inner peace and a strong sense of grounding and being centered. Here, you can be released from the grips of survival into a place of thriving. There is trust, connection to community, and you can rely on others and joyfully understand your responsibilities in turn. You are held and have strong foundations for all aspects of life. That brings me back to the beginning of this reading where we were talking about the air thing, feeling supported and not supported. You are held. With your guard down, you have the tools to ride the waves if you need. Everything is okay. Restore. Spend time in nature. Sit or stand barefoot in nature and feel your roots merging with the earth beneath you. Consider your founding beliefs. If they no longer serve you, it may be time to reconsider your priorities or the foundations that you live your life by. Be aware of any recurring patterns that may be holding you back. Themes: home, foundations, physical basis, and responsibility. Healing position is the base of the spine and the groin, and a color wash is color red. Which, as I look, I have red stars on the back of my hand. It's a lot about the stars. A channeled song that goes along with this card for any that need it. Sober by Tom MacDonald and Nova Rockefeller. Life can be hard, but it can get better. I love you guys. Thank you so, so much for being here. I hope that you've gotten what you need. Until we speak again, my dears.